Sam Barsh is our next honoree. Samuel, oh my goodness, I was in awe. It's hard to imagine the accomplishments that he has been able to accomplish in his career. Music producer, songwriter, keyboardist. Let me talk about discography. 300 recordings, 18 goals, platinum certifications, 2 #1 singles. It's who he works with. Kendrick Lamar, Doja Cat, The Weeknd. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And I'm so honored to be able to read from this. But the thing is that what's so amazing is what started it all. During his time at New Trier, Sam participated in the jazz ensembles, concert bands, symphony orchestra, and of course, he found his true passion in jazz. He was twice selected as the top jazz pianist in Illinois by IMEA, performed for the National High School Grammy Combo, and received the Downbeat Magazine Student Award for Best Jazz Soloist. Sam is a vocal advocate for reform in the record business, having written articles and viral social media posts about the reality of streaming, lobbying about royalties, talking to Congress people on behalf of the Recording Academy's advocacy wing, and mentoring young artists on copyright law and fair business practices, and working to help create opportunities for women in a male-dominated industry. It reads as such an amazing accomplishment, but I know in the bottom of my heart he's just getting started. Please welcome Sam to the stage, our second honoree for tonight.
All right. Well, we're on a time limit for speeches, but since I'm a songwriter, I have a little bit of experience telling a story in 3 minutes or less, so I'm going to utilize that right now. And all that being said, after thinking about what I was going to say for weeks now, that's not a lie, I decided the best way for me to express myself was via the method I'm most comfortable with, which is in rhyme. So here we go. Let me move this up so I don't look like I'm looking straight down. New Trier, my alma mater, the school where I spent 4 years, where I learned to go the extra mile to face headfirst my fears, where I was simultaneously challenged and encouraged by my peers, and where the stress levels got so high at times, it made me want some beers. Get me one after this speech, please. Far from a typical school where athletes and cheerleaders ruled the roost, there were many fields of interest by which one could be seduced. Whether you wanted to be a Broadway star, chef or engineer, a politician or poet laureate, you could study it at New Trier. My music teachers were demanding, but did not leave me discouraged. If you dared show up unprepared, they might ship you out to Burr Ridge. No offense to Burr Ridge, I just know it's far from the North Shore. I don't know anything else. Mr. Warwick, Mr. Thompson, and Mr. Bachman made me tough like well-done venison. They instilled this in me: do things right, or you might just get jettisoned. Some who wanted a normal high school experience were feeling like non-entities, but the intensity of expectations helped many of us find our identities. I'm very thankful for my time there. I may have even learned to rhyme there. I appreciate my parents moving us to the district, West Wilmette precisely. They called us the ghetto of New Trier, but I hear it's cleaned up nicely. The neighborhood friendships I forged, I still can proudly count as mine, as well as the many friends from other towns I made in the class of '99. When I got the principal's email, I was surprised, and actually still am. I forwarded to a friend that teaches at New Trier to make sure it wasn't a scam. And that's true. Shout out to Coach Brian Fisher. Thank you for letting me know that this was legit. Imposter syndrome has kicked in, and I'm trying to convince myself I belong. Among so many accomplished individuals, I'm just a guy who speaks in song. I'll proudly accept this honor, though my journey's far from done. So I hope you'll have plenty to add to my Alumni Hall of Fame, or my Alumni Hall of Honor bio in the years to come. Thank you to everyone who made this possible, and to the committee for selecting me.